There are so many reasons to move to Las Vegas, but just like anywhere else, there's reasons not to. Here are 5 reasons not to move here. Number 1, school system. For me, I take it very personally because I have 2 daughters and 3 nephews in the school systems here in Las Vegas. Nevada finds itself at the bottom of multiple lists when it comes to education, ranking last in the nation for the quality of K-12 school finance and least educated state in the United States. These findings are based on data collected ranging from the share of college graduates to the share of vocational school graduates to literacy and numeracy rates. The bottom 5 states in terms of school finance quality are Oklahoma, Utah, Arizona, Idaho, and Nevada. Nevada got a D- on this rating. Top on the list are New Jersey, New York, Wyoming, Maryland, and Rhode Island. Nevada spends 3.1% of its total taxable resources compared to the national average of 3.6%. When you don't have sufficient funding, this is what happens. And of course, there's always a solution, right? Many families relocating here have asked me for resources and information on both the public school system as well as the private school system. The good news is that we have a lot of options here in Las Vegas and Henderson. Number 2, water shortage. I get asked this question a lot of times. Kaori, is there a water shortage in Las Vegas? And the answer is yes. Our water source comes from the Colorado River through 2 large reservoirs, Lake Powell and Lake Mead. With our continued drought and growing population, there is definitely a water shortage problem. And I get asked about this from families relocating here or investors trying to purchase a property here. As of September 1st, there is a new building code with restrictions on the size of the pool in single-family homes. This restriction is limiting the size of the pool to up to 600 square feet in size. If you were thinking about relocating here and building a massive pool that is more than 600 feet with waterfalls and water features, well, guess what? You can't do that anymore. At least not now. These laws could change over time, so there might be an opportunity in the future. A lot of pool builders and luxury home developers are fighting this because at the end of the day, when you look at the statistics, only 3% of all the pools in Las Vegas are larger than 600 square feet in size. On the other hand, a lot of these luxury mansions, as you may have seen in some of my luxury listings, have massive pools with infinity edge and beautiful water features. That's something that is not allowed as of right now due to this new building restriction. By the way, if we haven't met yet, konnichiwa, my name is Kaori NAGAO, your Las Vegas lifestyle specialist, helping you find your new home. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified in case you'd like to make Las Vegas your new home. Before we resume, I just want to share with you that it makes me really happy when viewers like yourself reach out to me, whether it's a text message, an email, or a phone call, to let me know that you've been watching my videos, that you're thinking about relocating here, and that my videos have inspired you in any way, shape, or form. That really makes me happy. A lot of people have asked me my why, and my why is to inspire my 2 daughters. They told me to jump into videos when I first started real estate 3 years ago. They've inspired me to do these videos, and now the fact that I could inspire many of you watching this means just the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and let's keep going. Number 3, excessive heat and dryness. Yes, it's super hot and dry here. I have to remind my buyers all the time that we do live in the middle of the desert. It does get very hot here, especially in our summer month. It starts from about May to October. And in these summer months where we're experiencing triple digits, you need to take care of yourself. Be mindful of hydrating yourself. We had a very interesting summer this year because we had a monsoon here in Las Vegas. You may have seen some of the funny videos of leaks in the casino or lots of massive water on social media. And I'm actually going to put some of them right here so you can see how funny it looks. But Las Vegas, we're not really equipped for these rainfall. As of this year, we have received 1.28 inches of rainfall. That has been the wettest monsoon season in the last 10 years. Can you guys believe that? Growing up in Yokohama, Japan, it rained a lot. And for comparison purposes, I just wanted to pull how much rain we had in Yokohama last year. And when I saw that number, I was shocked. In Yokohama last year, For the whole year, we had over 60 inches of rain. So compared to that, Vegas had only 1.28 inches of rain. I mean, that's a huge difference there. I'd love to hear from you. Where do you live and how many inches of rainfall do you get a year? Comment below. How do you cope with the heat? And to be honest with you, I got acclimated pretty quickly, and a lot of my clients relocating here will as well. So the first summer is obviously the most hottest summer for everybody because their body's adjusting to this heat. Remember, we're not in the triple digits all day. You obviously stay indoors most of the time. You only go out when you have to. You're obviously driving, so we're in the air condition all the time, and maybe it's just a few steps to get into the store or wherever you have to go to. Now, when I do showings in this triple digit, how I prepare myself is I actually have a cooler with iced bottled water for all of my clients, especially clients from out of town because they're not used to this heat. I just want to make sure they're hydrating all the time. At the same time, one of the great things about driving an electric car is that you could definitely keep your AC on while I'm in between showings. I'm able to control the temperature in my electric car. So that's wonderful. I got white interior, and that has benefited big time. The white leather seat reflects the heat and the sun. So when you go back into the car, you're not getting that seat burning situation that many of you may have experienced, especially myself. I wear a lot of dresses. That's just a quick tip for anybody looking to purchase a car. White interior is definitely a must-have in Las Vegas, as well as tinted windows. Make sure you get your windows tinted because that's definitely going to block the sun and the heat from the exterior. I love recommending a humidifier for the house, so you could definitely keep that moisture in the air so you don't get sick or it doesn't get too dry for you, especially if you have kids. What have you heard about Las Vegas that you don't like? I'd love to hear from you. Comment below. Number 4, construction everywhere. Las Vegas is constantly growing, so there's construction and cones everywhere. Did you know that Nevada is one of the fastest growing states in the United States? We've had an increase of approximately 2 to 3% every year for the last 5 years. The current metro area population of Las Vegas in 2022 is 2.839 million people. That's a 2.42% increase from 2021. With an increase in population, we need more lanes on the freeway and on the major roads. There's a lot of new construction in the Southwest, Summerlin West, Sky Canyon, North Las Vegas, and parts of Henderson. We are definitely expanding outwards from the Strip. Number 5, lack of diversity in jobs. Las Vegas is known for its glitz and glam because we're the city of entertainment. So there's a myth that the majority of the workforce here are in tourism and in hospitality. One can argue that Las Vegas has a lack of diversity in the jobs. Now let's take a look at the statistics. Greater Las Vegas is home to 2.3 million people, 1.123 million workers, and 56,000 employer business. While tourism remains the region's largest industry at 32%, it is far from its only industry. Over 10,000 businesses and more than 180,000 jobs have been created in Clark County since 2011. Isn't that a great fact to know? For more videos on Las Vegas neighborhoods, check out my playlist at the very end so you can learn more about what Las Vegas has to offer. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to my channel. See you on the next one.